Buddy, we are back with another review, and today we're going to be checking out the best homeowner drill driver combo for 2024. So without further ado, let's hop right into this review and let's check out the 3 essential power tools you will need as a homeowner to get pretty much any project done without having to spend too much on these tools. So we're talking about all 3 tools for around $100 or less. And what 3 tools are we talking about? We'll talk about the drill, we'll talk about the impact driver, and then we'll talk about, the basic screwdriver. But a powered screwdriver. So all 3 of these, I would say, is going to be the essential kit that you're going to need power tool wise as a homeowner. Now, I do have some upgrades on these things. As you can see here, I put a little different batteries on. We do have some like the magnetic bit holders and stuff like that, but that's negligible. It's more so the 3 of these as your ultimate tools. So let's go through each one of these and talk about kind of what their purposes are and what you're going to use them for as just a basic suburban homeowner. We're not talking about farm work, homesteading. We're not talking about professional. We're not talking about prosumer. We're talking about homeowner, basic DIY type work. Most people who fit into this category. The weekend warrior, you want to do stuff, you want to build projects, you want to put up a small fence, stuff like that. You want to put things together. You want to maybe put a deck extension on, something like that. These are going to be the tools that are going to actually help you out to do that type of small DIY type work, homeowner / work. So first things first, let's start off with the smallest power of all. So we got the Roto bit here from Black & Decker. Obviously, all 3 of these tools are going to be Black & Decker because you're going to be able to get all 3 of these, like I said, for under $100 or maybe even below, maybe well below $100 depending on the sale. If you're shopping Black Friday, your Prime days, you can definitely look that up. Roto bit is going to be your basic powered screwdriver. This does have a nice little magazine in the back here, as you can see, which does store your bits really nice. You can keep all the different sizes in there, your flathead, your Phillips. I put a couple of Torx in there. I probably won't be doing much Torx work with this. But just in case I have to remove the Torx screw, I got the Torx bits there. Like I said, this is going to be extremely low power. This is going to be putting on face plates for your outlets. This is going to be putting on hinges on cabinets. This is going to be putting together a little shelf, a bookshelf. This is going to be something that you're going to use to not over torque the things that you're driving in. I just put a magnetic bit holder on the tip here just so it holds the screws in, so I get those sure drives every single time. It's got a little magnetic area up top for you to be able to put fasteners. And again, the fastener tip, the magnetized tip, does definitely help with making sure you're getting sure drives every time. But we're talking extremely low torque. This is for more delicate work, something like this is going to just plow through it and it's going to destroy it. Same thing with this. This is going to be what that's for exactly. But a necessity, because like I said, when you have something high powered like this is going to be your impact driver. Like I said, I put a few things on here, but we're talking definitely going to chew up your cabinets, definitely going to over screw in and over torque down your face plates. But this is going to be perfect for drilling in fasteners into fencing, larger fasteners. I would say probably between 1 to 4, maybe even 6 inches. I would probably reserve the impact driver for. I wouldn't really go over 6-inch with this. It's not really made for that. Again, it's a brushed tool, but it's going to be something that, you're not going to be sitting here driving 10-inch lag bolts into a piece of wood just to get this thing to smoke. This is going to do what it needs to do for you if you just use it for the proper application. So I usually stop at like 6 with something like this. Don't want to go overboard with this. The main range for use for fasteners, we're talking 2 to 4 inches on this. Wood screws, deck screws, stuff like that. Any major smaller fasteners, bolts, smaller stuff. Again, not really over 6 inches. When we want to go over 6 inches or we want to start drilling holes, you could do that you could drill some holes with this. You gotta get some special impact bits. But when it comes down to drilling actual, holes and doing something maybe over 6 inches, you want to do some larger deck screws, maybe some larger bolts. I would definitely reserve the drill for something like that. I wouldn't want to smoke this thing out. but I also wouldn't be using the drill to do these other things that I'm going to be doing with these, because everything has its own purpose, especially when you're around the home. Having these tools and having a designated purpose for each, not trying to use these to do this work, not trying to use this to do these work, I think is probably the best bet. Now the drill, again, this is going to be something for anything over 6 inches, or you're going to try drill some holes, you want to put in some larger fasteners that are over 6 inches, this is going to be your guy right here. This is going to be the thing that you're going to want to use, especially around the house. Now, let's talk about some batteries. Battery systems, when you get these 3 tools, like I said, you get all 3 of these tools, you can get them for under $100. You don't have to get into crazy ecosystems with batteries when it comes to the screwdriver, drill, and the driver. A lot of the times you'll see 20 volt when it comes to these types of tools. You'll see 12, maybe 18 volt when it comes to screwdrivers. This one, the reason why I chose the Black & Decker when it comes to a screwdriver, electronic screwdriver, is going to be because it doesn't have a battery ecosystem. It just has a proprietary plug, which it comes with the charger. So you don't have to get into a new battery ecosystem or worry about that type of fiddling with, cartridges to stick up in the handle. It just has a simple plug. It's just a basic proprietary plug, and it charges really fast, which is what I like about this too. It's got a fast charging ability for somehow with whatever technology is in here battery wise. I'm sure it's similar to some of these Power Connect ones, which actually do charge a little bit faster than the older lithium 1.5 amp hour ones. But when you do see these tools, most of these will come either with a 1.5 amp hour or they'll be tool only. A lot of the times you'll see these two as a package deal with a 1.5 amp hour battery for about $70. I think right now they got them for like $60. You can get the Loadout for about $20. So right now you can get everything tax out the door around $90 to get all 3 of these. Now it's going to get you 1 battery to share between the 2 units. That's up to you. If you want to do that, you're going back and forth. Again, a homeowner's probably not going to need dedicated batteries for their units. They could swap back and forth because they're doing minor projects. And the only difference, like I said, between the ones that I put on here, these are a little bit more powerful batteries, a little more heavy duty, a little more longevity. We got a 2-hour Power Connect from Black & Decker, and then we got a 2.5 amp hour on the drill. So a little more powerful on the drill, a little more powerful on the impact driver than just a standard 1.5 amp hour, which is what I run personally, but you can get totally by just running the 1.5 amp hour battery. I'm just showing you specifically what I just did to some of mine. I have so many of these. I probably have 5 of these impact drivers. Love these from Black & Decker. I mean, they're really great. I bought multiples. I thought I was going to run through them and kill them, but I didn't. They're still around, so they're still floating around. This is just the newest, cleanest one that I got. Same thing goes with the other ones. I run mainly DeWalt. I run a homestead and a farm, so that's something that this is that's beyond this. But this was the exact kit that I would run when I was running a suburban home. So like I said, I have more powerful tools now that I have to run with, but when I was running a home, this was all I needed to do suburban work. You know what I'm saying? This is going to be exactly what you need. This 3-kit combo right here, again, you're not going to get them like this. You'll get these 2 together and you'll buy this separate, but this is going to be your go-to. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about Black & Decker? I know a lot of people like to poop on this tool brand, but personally, I've tried to run these things in the ground, and I've not been able to kill a lot of them. I'm talking about running 2-foot auger bits to drill holes in the ground for posts, using a Black & Decker drill, trying to literally put it through hell, and I have not been able to burn them out. I think I burned out 1 drill in my 10 years of using Black & Decker power tools. So, like I said, the perfect set combo for the homeowner is right here. The Loadout screwdriver, the impact driver from Black & Decker, and as well as the 650 RPM drill. They're all, again, all brushed, but perfect for what you need. Promise you, it's going to be exactly the right kit for any homeowner.